Okay guys, so I got inspired by a recipe that I have found online. Of course, I'm altering it some just due to what I have on hand. But what you'll need in this recipe is a refrigerated pie crust, some chopped up dates. I'm using these medjool dates. If you've never tried these, you guys need to give these a try, even if you think you don't like dates. They're absolutely delicious and they're very nutritious for you. They're a little on the expensive side, but you should definitely give these a try. The recipe called for walnuts. I had cashews, peanuts, and macadamias, so I went with macadamias. And the recipe called for apricot preserves. I did not have apricot preserves, but I had some dried apricots and some peach jelly, so I just combined the two. And then it called for cinnamon and sugar, which I thought was kind of odd because I felt like this would be sweet enough. But it called for cinnamon and sugar mixture, and instead of white sugar I decided to use brown sugar. And let me show you how this works. Okay guys, so I'm going to unroll this pie crust, and I am notorious for some reason when I unroll these, no matter what, they always end up breaking on me. So I'm going to try to be super gentle, which gentle I don't think is in my DNA. Okay, so I got it unrolled, did pretty good. It started to break a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to roll it back up. So now we're going to add the apricot preserves, or which mine is like apricot slash peach preserves. And I think I have a little bit more here than what the recipe called for, but that's okay. Of course, mine's going to be harder to spread out where it's not true preserves, where I had to cut up dried apricots. I thought maybe they might kind of reconstitute a little bit in the mixture, maybe if I'd sat it longer. Okay, now we're going to add our chopped up dates. These are super sticky, so it'll probably be really hard to spread these out, and it'll probably take me a while. Okay, so I got my dates spread out, and now I'm going to add my macadamia pieces, which, like I said, the recipe called for walnuts, and I'm sure that would be a lot better. But again, I'm just using what I have on hand. I'm going to put a lot because I think it would be better that way if they stay in there, which I like nuts, so I guess because I am one. And then lastly, we do the cinnamon and sugar. Like I said, I'm still kind of on the fence about this extra sugar. And then the same thing with cinnamon. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like something that you would have like in the fall, you know, with a cup of coffee for a snack. If you weren't in quarantine or this pandemic going on and you had company come over, you could just whip this up. And company come over, you could whip this up. I think this took me about 5 minutes to whip up, and then I think it only takes just a few minutes to bake, and before you know it, you'd have a simple little dessert to serve company when they come over. Okay, let's see if I can roll this without making a mess. I feel like the tighter you can make this, oh no, it's coming apart. I've put too much stuff in it. But I feel like the tighter you make this, the better it will be, because as it cooks, it's going to swell up and you don't want it loose or have big gaps. So I'm trying to press it as I roll it. And then it said to pinch the seams like so. Please excuse my nails. I haven't done them in 2 weeks. I usually do, you know, I try to paint my nails every week, but I slacked last week. If you guys need a good gel polish or nail polish, you need to try out the Essie Gel Couture. It is so good. I put it on once a week, and I wash dishes every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I clean, I type for work, so I do all the things with my hands. And this nail polish will not chip or anything hardly, but like maybe like on day 6, like you'll start getting wear at the end and the tips. I mean, as you can see, I've had this on for 2 weeks. Well, it'll be 2 weeks Sunday. But anyway, you need to definitely look that up on Amazon. It's awesome. Well, I think that's the best I'm gonna get. So now we're gonna slice it. I've got my parchment lined baking sheet. That one doesn't look too good. It's okay. So since this is just refrigerated pie crust, I can put these pretty close together. And if you're someone like me that has to have dairy-free options, this is a great one because most refrigerator pie crusts are dairy-free. They're actually vegan. That doesn't mean vegan's always healthy, right? Alright guys, so I'm going to get these popped in the oven and I'll show you what they look like and let you know how they taste.